Hey, what's good, y'all? What's good? Honestly, I hope everybody's doing great. I know personally I could be doing better. Keep it a buck. Um, been a little bit under the weather, um, but still maintaining. You know what I'm saying? Life is life. I don't really, I don't really got nothing to complain about. Honest, I really don't have nothing to complain about, man. Like I do me. I take care of my family. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Um, I want to address a couple things today. Um, and y'all know I've been in my political bag for now a long time. Being in your political bag means that you literally watch everything that everyone does, and you also watch the people that controls what everybody does and says, and how we can act and behave as United States citizens. You pay attention to all of that stuff. The presidency is an office that gives someone almost the most power in the world. But here in the United States, we gotta understand that there was something called checks and balances. Like, we don't remember checks and balances. It's 2024. We're about to be 2025. There will be a new president, regardless of how we look at it. In the next 17 days, almost 17, 18 days, it's gonna be a new president. So it's like, yo, we all looking at this shit, right? We all looking at this shit. Y'all see me, I'm black, African American, and I am a real American. Anyway, fight for your rights, fight for your right. Some Hulk Hogan shit. I got it, right? Like, come on, y'all. Like, but needless to say, I was born and raised here, East Coast shit, New York shit, Baltimore shit, and a lot has transpired just in that existence of itself. Growing up in one neighborhood, moving to another neighborhood, joining the military, getting out of the military, getting a decent paying job, having children, being married, and just being here and just living life. It's been too many ups and downs. Between saying all of that, you know, as far as like confidence goes, to get online and just post, hey, look at me, I got this new car, I got these new shoes, and salute to everybody that does that and that has the confidence to do that. I just don't do it, because it's meaningful to me. It's meaningful to a lot of other people, but it's not meaningful to me. Like, I like all of those things. Don't give me new cars, new shoes, new clothes, a little bit of jewelry, a lot of jewelry, braggadocious shit. It all means a lot to me, because it shows me that y'all are doing good and y'all are happy in your own right. But I understand that y'all still got certain problems too. Some problems that y'all got, I got them too. But I just think a little bit different. I move a little bit different. I talk a little bit different. I look a little bit different. I act a little bit different. However you want to chop it up. Why said ain't online? Why said ain't doing X, Y, Z, right? Because online is not really real to me in a certain perspective, but being online and putting everything up there, it is too, because if you're not a bot, an actual like AI generated commenter or poster or influencer or whatever, like you're a human being doing these things. And there's a new designation for a job title, like influencer, social media influencer. People are doing these things, and I got it. You get in your bag and do what you gotta do. You're a social media influencer. And there's so many different aspects of our lives that we live, that somebody gonna pull you in and be like, yeah, I need you to continue to do what you're doing. And you know what? I'm gonna incentivize you, and I'm gonna pay you X amount of money so you can continue to do what you're doing. Continue to talk that way, continue to dress that way, continue to look that way, continue to behave that way, you name it. But honestly, y'all, I'm here to talk about a video that I just watched. Salute to somebody that I fucking really look at, you know what I'm saying, listen to, watch, pay attention to, in terms of commentary goes. I don't know what his personal life is like. I think he just had a child, and, you know, buying furniture and all this other different things that he promotes on his channel. But a real calm thinker, a real like just cool, calm, and collect kind of dude. Salute to David Pakman, man. Salute to David fucking Pakman. Because, you know, as we get closer to this election, there's guys like David Pakman that are really going into the MAGA sphere of internet interviews and dialogue and all that stuff. Yo, salute to Destiny, salute to goddamn the Young Turks, Mr. Mockler. Man, there's so many, that Kyle Kalinske, Crystal and Kyle and friends and all that. There's a lot of y'all that really do a whole lot. Salute to Roland Martin. A lot of people out here that's really working to just keep this shit afloat. And, you know, again, I hope that all of your efforts do pay off, because the way that I think, it's just, hey, let's be fair down the middle. Let's be objective. Let's call a spade a spade. And again, the difference between me and y'all is that y'all have the confidence and wherewithal to just get online, start your own shows. And now, as of late, we see you guys and girls getting up there. Shout out to the Bitchuration Room, or the Bitchuate, however you want to call it. Shout out to her. But y'all have the ability to get up there on them stages, on them platforms, and talk your shit. And I dare someone to cross-reference any of these people. The Young Turks, I don't know what's going on over there between Anna and Cenk, but salute to them. And Cenk Uygur, bro, you've been one of my heroes, and somebody that I really have paid attention to over the last 20-something years. And it's just amazing to see how your network has grown. Jesus Christ, man. Who can I name from over there? I mean, I'm overwhelmed just by trying to post this. So maybe I'm not gonna say all the names, but I'm looking at all the faces. I'm looking at all the faces, man. Yeah, we'll get back to it. I'm gonna continue to name names, but needless to say, everybody that I mentioned or failed to mention, and I got your faces in my brain right now. Keep pushing the narrative. Keep working. Keep being fearless in everything that you do. You know what I'm saying? And everything that I think in terms of like the negative feedbacks, like, oh, this is what's gonna happen. That just shows how fearless you guys are. And I want to do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? But I can't, I can, it's easy. All I gotta do is hit live or put it up. It's that simple to do so. But in these moments, I just, I know who I'm gonna go vote for, but like, I'm not y'all. I'm not y'all. People see me in real life. Oh, he big, strong, and he look crazy, and that. I just be in my own little world, man. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's the drinking, maybe it's the smoking, or some bullshit like that keep me from just really engaging. And now it's like 20 something days left, or less than 20 something days left, and like, what the fuck am I gonna do? You know what I mean? What am I gonna do? Like, who knows? But you all have presented so much open and honest commentary in terms of what's going on in these political arenas that I just envy you all. I envy you all. So beyond that bullshit, and that's the cool thing. Y'all don't even like the praise. Y'all deny the praise every time. Y'all just say, hey, can you give me a like, follow, da da da. And we know how powerful a like and a follow and a blue heart is. We know how powerful those sentiments are. So we receiving the the understanding and the messaging and everything like that. And before a lot of you folks have came to the internet, I've been a staunch opposer of Donald Trump. I've been a staunch opposer, really having real conversations with people in real life. In my former profession in the military, like that was the hardest fucking thing to do, is to understand that I outrank this person, or this person has more rank than me, but they feel like Donald Trump's the right way to go. So I've served time in the military under the Donald Trump regime, and I remember everything. And I remember how, in essence, Donald Trump's COVID policies have kind of like set me back a little bit in terms of what I thought I wanted to do with my life. But as a real American, sometimes it don't matter who the president is. You figure a way out to get better. Now, as good as I think I'm doing, I just personally think that without the mismanagement of the COVID shit and the denial of what COVID was, we seen him talk, we heard him speak to Bob Woodward in private conversations that has been released and leaked. We seen that conversation happen, and we know how serious Donald Trump took COVID himself. Fast forward, Vladimir Putin called Donald Trump up and they had a conversation. And Donald Trump sent Vladimir Putin COVID aid. I'm an American person. I'm an a former American soldier. That a program that was offered through the military when you're transitioning out, you're PCSing, you're ETSing, you're retiring. A program called SFL TAPS. Somehow, some way, SFL TAPS was delayed, and then the rule said you had to have 180 days left to participate here. So that was under Donald Trump. I think my retirement, it's sitting right there. My retirement thing says, blah, blah, great. Thank you for your service. Another signed Donald J. fucking Trump, allegedly. Because I don't know what we know what his signature looks like, but especially all y'all that got them COVID shits and y'all happy because y'all got the COVID checks and all that. Like, come on, bro. Like, real life shit, just, hey, having a plan, and then Donald Trump mismanages the COVID shit and lies to everybody or deceives even everybody in terms of the pandemic. And now here I am in my garage talking stupid shit. And look, me in my garage talking stupid shit, it ain't got nothing to do with it. If I would have got everything that I needed, would I still be in my garage talking like this? Maybe. But I just want to highlight how one thing that Donald Trump did affected me personally. I had friends and I have friends that will somehow, some way, salute to them all, say how Donald Trump positively impacted their lives. Hey, I hope so. I hope so. I ain't never been a motherfucking hater, man. Get your money. I always been the type of leader, and now this really came to fruition. But I always been the type of, if I'm in a leadership position per se, I always been the type of person that I don't care if I outrank you or if you're lower than me or you're higher than me. I'm gonna treat people with the respect that they deserve. If you got in trouble, hey, I still fuck with you. But you got in trouble, you fucked up, and now you gotta pay the price. How you gonna bounce back? Always been that type of person, because I've never been a hater. I don't like to see people doing bad, right? But needless to say, the shit came to fruition because where I work at right now, there's a soldier that used to work under me, in a sense, worked under me. And I treat him with all the respect that I can. To this day, it's all love. Daps and hugs to this day. It was a brief stint, but I left enough impact to say, yo, that motherfucker cool right there. He good people right there. That's just how I operate and how I move, man. Needless to say, man, like, Donald Trump is now proposing and talking about General Milley and Mattis. And when I was in the service, y'all loved the idea that General Mattis from the Marine Corps was Trump's, I forgot what position he put him in there, but y'all loved that shit to the point where y'all had coffee mugs and all kinds of shit going on. And I'm like, bruh, like, whoever supports Trump, even if it's General Mattis at that time, whoever supports Trump, they don't give a fuck about what we call patriotism. It's incompatible. If you fuck with Trump, you don't fuck with patriotism. And that's no shame on nobody, because where I'm from and how I grew up, we ain't know nothing about no fucking patriotism shit. I learned this shit in the military through trial and error, and through dealing with people and through not dealing with people, and then ultimately just completing my service, and even bigger than that ultimate statement, deploying with these people in other regions, and seeing the fear on some people's faces as they claim to be the tough guys of the nation. Even back in garrison, back in training. And I don't know this guy's name. I don't know his political affiliation. But he would tell you straight up and down. I remember when me and Sergeant Scott had a mid-air collision on an airborne operation, and Sergeant Scott saved our lives through calm and patience and understanding the training. During a mid-air collision, these are the procedures. And it was beating my head then. I can't recite the whole fucking jump master fucking, or whatever you want to call this shit, manifesto. I can't. Yeah, but y'all Google this shit. Come on, son. What you supposed to do in the midst of a mid-air collision, and your fucking risers get tangled, and y'all gotta. What you supposed to do? Climb down, right? Climb down, get face to face, eye to eye, or whatever the case is, and discuss your fucking landing. Hey, we're gonna do a left PLF, we're gonna do a right PLF. Like, come on, son. Like, there's people out here that'll tell you straight up and down. Cedric Scott done saved lives in real life. But now we got a MAGA clown, and he's most recently visited a fucking McDonald's. Most recently visited a fucking McDonald's, bro. Like, it's the same scene that he did with the trucker shit when he got in that semi truck and was like what? Like, bro, the buffoonery, the clownery, and y'all say, oh, Kamala can't be in a room with the world leaders. The rooms that Kamala shouldn't be in with those type of world leaders, I mean, we talking about Kim Jong-un, we talking about Vladimir Putin, we talking about Duarte, we're talking about, what's Trump's favorite dude, Irvine, or whatever the fuck his name is. Like, these are the type of people she can't be in a room with. Trump can't be in a room or on stage with any one of these people without giving y'all this false, braggadocious image. Remember, he was on stage at the UN and he kind of barged through and fixed his tie, and that looked so cool to everybody, right? That looked very cool. He pushed his way through the thing, and the world leaders, he fixed his tie, and some of the world, what the fuck is the matter with this dude? They looking at him like, yo, what the fuck? Right? That childish bullshit don't belong on a world stage. It does not belong on a world stage. And he's the one that half of America right now are getting ready to send back up there. It is what it is, man. Like, he wins, mind you, he's I don't like to use these words, but he's petty as fuck. Remember, he banned bump stocks. He banned bump stocks, not Joe Biden, not Obama. Trump made meaningful movement on the gun laws. You can't have a bump stock no more. I'm personally happy that he did that. Fuck we doing with bump stocks? Huh? Black, white, whoever. What we doing with bump stocks? What did bump stocks do to a pistol or a semi-automatic weapon? Does it not make it an automatic weapon, a killing machine? Does it not do that? Hey, I don't know. I got a lot of experience with the AR-15. I got a lot of experience with pistols, right? I'm not saying I'm an expert, but I have a lot of experience over there. So what does bump stocks do to your weapon? Does it not convert it from a semi-automatic to an automatic weapon? And if you in the streets, or if you're just trying to kill a bunch of school children, you trying to shoot up a mall, or a fucking a movie theater, or Las Vegas, or whatever the fuck you want to shoot at, because you sick in the head, you don't have no reason or rationale. Hey, let me get this bump stock and do what the fuck I gotta do. And I know, I'm not even talking to the right audience. Because it's not y'all that I'm talking to. I'm talking about MAGA nuts. I'm talking about MAGA nuts. We gonna make a new coffee. Fuck it. I seen Giuliani getting in the coffee business. We gonna make a new coffee. Remember chock full of nuts? Pause. We gonna make MAGA nuts. MAGA full of nuts. That's the new coffee brand. And we're gonna talk to Trump. And we're gonna ask him, bro, I need this shit. And next time you see, and hopefully he's not gonna be, and again, this is just delusional me speaking, because if he wins or if he loses, we're not gonna see another Trump political ad person. At least him vying for candidacy. We're not going to see him vying for candidacy again. Nah, there's going to be, I'm talking to y'all too. Remember we was in fucking overseas, deployed, and we went to these towns, and we seen the faces of the leader posted up everywhere, and we heard the music playing, and we heard voices coming from speakers. There's a new way to do that. It's called putting it online. We seen the shit up close and personal. Real propaganda. We seen it. We seen it up close and personal. Propaganda. You put that figure, that political figure, that religious leader, whatever the fuck they claim to be, you put it up on a poster, and you post it in the middle of the city, and then you play this fucking music in the background. And we soldiers, we driving through scared on some Call of Duty shit. We driving through in these Humvees on some Call of Duty shit. Spooky outside. Real spooky outside. That is literally the image that I can see happening with Fox News, Newsmax, and all these other fucking things, and then not to include Charlie Kirk and Dan Bongino and the Fox News network. It's here already. But imagine what happens when Trump is in office again. And right now, Fox News, even though they lost a crazy defamation lawsuit for damn near $900 million, almost $1 billion, that didn't stop them. They just learned to tell their on-air anchors, hey, do not discuss the 2020 election or whatever, 21 election and January 6th. Don't do that. Don't do that. You can say it in many other ways. Get creative. Y'all motherfuckers need to get more creative when you want to talk about this shit. And then they invite Trump on, and Trump's like, yeah, the election was stolen, and the million voting, they stole it from us because they was changing the ballots and all that crazy shit. Like, they learned a new trick to continue on and continue to have their own press pass as it relates to the Constitution and all that. I mean, I'm just yapping, y'all. I'm just yapping, y'all. Who the fuck am I? I'm yapping though. So with that being said, Hassan Campbell, as I always go back to, as I get back to Big Ant, the spokesman from Texas, academics even, a lot of you, Andrew Tate, Benny Johnson Thompson, whatever your name is, Tim Pool, so many of it, Jimmy Dore, a lot of you guys, a lot of you females too, Megyn Kelly, Tommy Lauren, you know what I mean? Like, we see the play. It's Russian propaganda 101. That's all y'all are doing. And the crazy part about it is that I know y'all targeting like low information voters. Y'all targeting a low information audience. Uneducated, as Trump said, we're winning with the uneducated. Y'all targeting these type of people. That's what y'all doing. Y'all targeting low information people. And it's to expand on that real quick, because I gotta get off of this shit. But to expand on this shit, to all my conspiracy theory people out there, and my red pillars and blue pillars and whatever the fuck, if I give you this pill, and then you go through this door, and then to all of y'all out there, y'all keep hearing the name George Soros and all these people, right? George Soros is funding because he's a billionaire and he's somewhere. And it's loud. The internet's loud. And even before the internet, we had a lot of folks that was on that type of time. Like, yo, the Illuminati is the ones that... Listen, to y'all motherfucking conspiracy theory people, QAnon, even if you think anything that QAnon is real, if you think along those lines, this message is for you. And if you don't think like that, this message is for you. This is for everybody. I don't go fuck. This is for every fucking body. Donald fucking Trump is the epitome of everything that y'all fucking talk about in terms of conspiracy theory. As I make this statement, the first statement that I'll say, which is unfounded, but some people like to drink the something of children or do something with children. Donald Trump looked like he got baked on piss on his face. Caked up piss. And when he missed with that fake makeup shit, all this shit is really white. His hair, I'm bald, so I can't even talk. Salute to him for having hair. But his hair looked crazy. What is he putting in? Is he putting sperm in his fucking hair to make that shit really stick? Or is that Tresemme? Like, that's just one, and it's unfounded and it's crazy and dumb. But I mean, shit, if we gonna say that you know, everybody else is eating babies and doing all kinds of, can I make the same kind of crazy claim or not? I mean, right? That's point number one. Point number two is more reality based. Drain the swamp. There's a cabal out here that's trying to kill everybody and blah, 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 blah. Who is Roger Stone? Who is Alex Jones? Who is Steve Bannon? Marjorie Taylor Greene? Lauren Boebert? Who are these people? What do they have in common? I cross-referenced so many names just now, just a few names even, but just enough names to where, like, if I want to start pinpointing everything that they all got in common and what they're doing and what they're saying, the easy thing is to simply say, yo, they all support Donald Trump. But the harder part is to say, what have they all done on their little side missions? What you done on your little side mission? What you do over there? What you say over there? Why you ain't get fired? The fucking what's her name from Arizona? Carrie Lake. What do they all got in common? I think personally, and this is as of late, this is what we're now finding out. Is that people like Andrew Tate and David Rubin, I believe, and Benny Johnson or Thompson or whatever the case is, they've been offered over $100,000 to continue to speak about and speak on Russian propaganda type of narratives right here in the United States, because we have free speech. Because you can say what you want to say. There's consequences, but you can say what you want to say. But if you're getting $100,000 per month just to produce 4 episodes, then I'm pretty sure you can go ahead and invest in security where what you say, it don't matter, especially because you're online. So you can protect your IP address and you can protect your location. You can blur shit out and you can edit and cut and be very selective with what you put online. You can do that. But you still, I don't know what the parameters was behind getting that 100,000 per month, per episode, or whatever, 4 episodes. I don't know what it was, but you can do that. Then it's people out here that is just really doing this shit for the love of it and just for the honest patriotism take on everything, like whatever, like. But these type of people have been getting that bag. So now that the story is out, for me, I'm not going to just say, yo, the story is out. Oh, the story just broke 2 days, a week ago, 3 weeks ago, whatever. I'm going to say, how long has this shit been going on? And how many of you fucking social media influencers knew about this shit? It's the same thing with any other thing that finally comes out. Donald Trump is the one telling on y'all at the end of the day, oh, when you're a celebrity, you can historically grab women by the vagina. Donald Trump telling y'all niggas, man. I don't want to get into the other shit that I pay attention to, but obviously I just leaked something. I pay attention to all y'all motherfuckers talking about who ratting and who not ratting. What's the boy named Troy Ave? Told y'all the streets is a myth. The streets is a myth. He said that in his albums, and he said that online. Salute to Troy Ave. The streets is a myth, and I don't give a fuck if Troy Ave come out tomorrow, and he did these stupid fake MAGA hats back then. So Troy Ave was a visionary to say, yo, the streets is a myth. Make water whip again or some bullshit on his hat. And I'm like, bro, like, I wish you didn't promote that narrative about making water whip again. We already know what water whipping is about. Like, so many songs about it. And we really from those times and those areas. I wish he didn't do that. I wish he didn't take that narrative. But he had to get paid. So I'm not mad at nobody that's getting paid, but when you cross the line of like tearing down the idea, just an idea of what democracy is supposed to be, I want to have a conversation with you. I got a problem with some of the things that you're saying, so I'm gonna leave it at that, man. We outside, you heard?